Have you ever looked around at your life and just started to wonder, when the hell did I stop choosing it? Like, not all at once, not because of just one big decision, but somewhere along the way, life became all about responsibilities and expectations and survival, and probably taking care of everyone else. And then before you knew it, you just stopped feeling like you had much of a choice at all in anything. Are you ready to win despite everyone who's ever said you wouldn't? Then let's go. It's time to prove those doubters wrong. Hi, and welcome to the Last Laugh, No Apologies podcast. I'm your host, Kristine Christensen. I'm a mom, passionate entrepreneur, and success coach. If you're ready to finally flip the script on all those doubts in your head and the doubters in your life that have been holding you back, you, my friend, are in the right place. It's time to dust off that crown, show them what you're made of, and remind them that you are the main character in this life story. Get ready, because you're about to make them regret that they ever doubted you, and I'm here to cheer you on. Each week, we'll dive into mindset shifts, inspiring stories, and practical strategies that are designed to help you realize your worth, embrace the amazing woman that you are, and step into your power so you can start living your life unapologetically. It's time for some real talk, some laughs, and some transformation. Are you ready? Okay, let's dive into today's episode. Hey, it's Kristine. Welcome back to the Last Laugh, No Apologies podcast. I am so glad you're here. At the time that I am recording this episode, this weekend happens to be Independence Day, 4th of July in the US. This is where many of us get together with family and friends, celebrate, watch fireworks light up the night sky, and reflect on all of those freedoms that so many brave men and women have fought to protect for us. But this year, I've been thinking about it in a different way. I've been thinking a lot about a different kind of freedom, the freedom to choose. Because while most of us do have freedoms that we so often take for granted, I know that so many women quietly feel like they've just lost one of the most important ones. And that is the feeling that they have a choice in their own lives. That's what I want to talk about today. Freedom to me isn't really just about circumstances. When most people hear the word freedom, they immediately think about all the external things like money, time, a different job, a different relationship, a different house, even a different life. But what if freedom really begins somewhere much quieter than that? What if it begins with just remembering that you actually still have a voice, even when your circumstances haven't changed at all yet? Because here is what I've been noticing. Life rarely steals our freedom overnight. Instead, it tends to happen just one small decision at a time. So we say yes when we really just want to say no. We put ourselves last because everybody else seems to need us. We might postpone our dreams just for now, just for a little while. And then eventually we wake up one morning and we wonder where the hell we went and who we are. One of the biggest lies that I think we tell ourselves is, I just don't have a choice in this. Now, before we go any further, I want to acknowledge something. I know that there are seasons where our choices really are limited. There are financial realities and emergencies, family responsibilities, health challenges, caregiving, jobs that we sometimes just can't simply walk away from. As I'm continuing this conversation, I'm not pretending that those things don't exist because I know that they do. I know firsthand about most of those existing. But it's really about recognizing that limited choices are not the same as no choices. So even in the difficult seasons, there is almost always one next choice that's available to us. Maybe it's asking for help or setting just one boundary with somebody. Maybe it's making just one phone call or deciding that your current season doesn't have to define your entire damn future. Freedom doesn't always begin with one giant, big, noticeable leap. I think we can all vouch for that. Sometimes it begins with just one honest decision, even a small one. I want to ask you something, and I don't want you to answer it with a knee jerk reaction. Take some time. What is it that you really want? I'm not talking about what you think you should want based on everybody else or the world, not what everyone else expects, but what is in your heart that it quietly whispers when no one else is around. Some ideas might be peace or confidence. Maybe it's financial stability. It might be more meaningful work. Maybe it's just simply waking up and feeling like your life belongs to you again. So here's something that I've realized. So often we think we want more money, right? Or success or recognition. But underneath all of those things, what we really want is the freedom to choose how we spend our time, who we become, how we live, what we create in this world, who we allow into our lives and who we don't. And money can create more options for those things. But freedom starts long before that money ever arrives. It starts when you stop believing that your future has already been decided for you. One choice can literally change everything. Every meaningful change begins with one decision, not a perfect plan, not absolute certainty, but a choice. One boundary, maybe, one brave conversation, one application, one journal entry, maybe one podcast episode. There's one moment where you stop abandoning yourself and start listening to the woman that you've been trying so damn hard to ignore. We often underestimate the power of just one decision because it doesn't feel like a lot. It doesn't feel very dramatic, right? But almost every beautiful life is built that way. One small choice at a time. As we head into the Independence Day weekend, I hope that you'll celebrate the freedoms that we all enjoy. But I also hope you'll take a few quiet moments to reflect on your own life. Where have you been telling yourself that you don't really have a choice? Where have you maybe quietly handed over your power in any way to somebody else? And what's one small decision that you can make this coming week that moves you closer to the life that you do truly want? Not someone else's version of success, not someone else's expectations of you and your life, but yours. Because freedom isn't always found in those giant leaps. Sometimes it's found in that quiet courage to make just one small choice that changes the direction of your entire life. One choice, one step, one day at a time. And maybe that choice begins today. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If today's episode encouraged you, I would be so grateful if you would leave a review for the podcast, and also please share it with someone who might need the reminder that they also still have choices. Until next time, I want you to remember this. Your circumstances may influence your path, but they do not get the final vote on who you become.